Good afternoon, Saintlanders. How are you? We hope that you're well. We hope that you're bearing up under the circumstances. It's trying times. There's a lot going on. It's disconcerting and even perplexing. I think that we live in a time now in which many people cannot make sense of what's going on around them. Speaking of going on around them, if you can hear a noise in the background, which I hope that you can't, it is a man working on my roof. So I hope that that doesn't disturb our video. I want to talk to you today about some inquiries that we've received concerning the arson of farms 2 weeks ago in the northwestern Free State, western Free State and southeastern northwest province. There are a lot of cardinal points of the compass in that. Some people have asked, are we aware that those fires were arson attacks, that they were deliberately set? We are. We in the HQ are very busy at the moment with a number of tasks, and we haven't in recent weeks been able to do all of the videos that we would have liked to have done. But that doesn't mean that we aren't paying attention to what's going on, or that we are blissfully unaware of the truth of events happening in South Africa. And I can demonstrate it to you quite persuasively. 2 years ago, 2 years, and we're now in early November 2020, October, September, August. So 2 years and 3 months ago, we first became aware of the proliferation of arson attacks upon farmland, of the deliberate ignition of fires on farms, particularly but not only in the region of central southern Free State. Within a few weeks, it became certain that those attacks were deliberate. It wasn't merely a case of convincing evidence or reliable anecdotes. It became a matter of certainty. When I then traveled to the USA in early 2019, January and February of 2019, I brought this matter up with certain people. So much so that an urgent and very important phone call was then held between Mr. Miller and a gentleman in the USA. It stemmed directly from conversations that we initiated when I was in the USA, specifically concerning the arson of farmland. We have been aware of this for a long time. More aware of it, apparently, than anybody else who is broadcasting in South Africa on the South African condition. Now, I'd like to be careful of conceit, that is to say false pride, conceit, or vanity, or pride in this matter, because pride cometh before a fall, and it is only by the grace of God that we may from time to time be ahead of the curve on certain matters. Therefore, far be it from us to be smug or, as I said, conceited about these things. However, the reality is, the truth is, the fact of the matter is that many people are waking up a day late and arriving $1 shy as they say in America. A dollar shy means a dollar short. A day late and a dollar shy. We're not arrogant when we say this. But it must be said. It must be said that even now, very few of the conservative channels, media channels, or media outlets in South Africa are willing to call what is happening in South Africa for what it is, which is a clear manifestation of, a clear realization of the national democratic revolution long promised us by the African National Congress, and of which President Cyril Ramaphosa recently said in a speech via Zoom to the South African Students' Congress annual meeting, we are now in the implementation phase. We are now in, not going into, we are now in the implementation phase, phase 2 of the national democratic revolution. And still, it somehow ill-behoves some people to call this thing for what it is. And I haven't yet addressed the mainstream media. The mainstream media stubbornly refuses to say anything inconsistent. I beg your pardon, my dog is taking chances. Bella, outside. Outside, Bella. She's being naughty. Because I'm on the camera, she thinks I won't object to her coming to sleep inside during the daylight, which she's not allowed to do. The mainstream media will only call out misdemeanors of the African National Congress if they are flagrant and blatant. And then, generally, the report is accompanied by, or their calling out is complemented by, in the report, some or other platitude from the ANC, in which they say, yes, we have received some information about this and we're going to fix it, or we're going to institute a commission of inquiry, or we're looking into it, or there will be no stone left unturned in our inquiries. The fact is that far from being behind the curve on this matter, we are well ahead of it. Why it is that the mainstream media refuses to report honestly and truthfully is beyond me. Unless the explanation is, this is the one explanation that, of which you can make some sense. And that is that the mainstream media is complicit. That the utter powers of the mainstream media, the powers of the powers of the powers, are complicit with the African National Congress in the destruction of South Africa. Why again the conservative media are so recalcitrant, hesitant, reluctant? I beg your pardon, the conservative media. Why many of the outlets? It's changing. Yes, it's changing. And kudos to them for that. May the Lord know it, and may He see it, and may He bless them for it. And may He encourage them to tell the truth. those exceptions. But why it is that some others still won't tell it as it is, it's difficult to figure out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We hope that you liked this video. If you did, press like, subscribe, and share. Share with your friends. Telling our story. The truth is now so much easier than it ever was in the past. You should be encouraged to share these anecdotes, to share these tales, to share these revelations, to share Saitlander's Christian narrative, because it is so much easier and people are so much more receptive to it than they ever were in the past. Anyway, enough from me. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.